Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. It is Friday, May 16th, 2025. Well, I survived the windstorm last night. I believe there was gusts up to 65 miles an hour. Had to go out this morning and retrieve the garbage cans that blew away. Yeah, wind chimes were just going and going. Yeah, kind of nice, but sometimes I couldn't hear the wind chimes because the wind was so strong it sounded like a jet plane flying over the home. Lots of rain and thunderstorms. It's still windy this morning, but not as bad as what it was last night. I don't know what's going on in the world. Everything is just changing, and not for the better. A lot of people don't work. A lot of people that do work and want to get ahead work 2 jobs. But then there's a lot of people that don't want to work. They just want a free handout from the government. I was reading today how in Los Angeles, Orange County, you have to make over $100,000 a year to afford the rents, which are close to $3,000 a month. I was watching another prepper show talking about college, universities, how nowadays everyone, or just about everyone, is using Chat GPT to cheat on their tests and hand in homework. So the question that they proposed is, why spend all that money to go to a college or university when they're really not learning anything? Well, nowadays you need that piece of paper, as I call it, showing that you did go to college and got a degree in business or whatever. If you don't have that piece of paper, you're often passed up for promotions. And it's not like the old days. Yeah, I say the old days because I'm 70 years old and started working fresh out of high school. And all they wanted to know is if you went to school and did you graduate. You were promoted up through the different levels of employment, all the way up through management, by the quality of the work that you did, not because of that piece of paper. Every place that I worked at had a dress code, and that was acceptable. I didn't mind having a dress code. All right, so they require a certain shirt, a dress or slacks, pants, whatever, which was fine because those were work clothes, and I wasn't going to ruin my, off day work clothes, wearing them at work. So here's another incident that really shocked me, showed you how people are just, I don't know, they're just thinking that the employer is lucky to have you working there. More than 2,000 Starbucks baristas go on strike to protest new dress code. Employees at 120 U.S. stores have gone on strike since Sunday to protest this new dress code. Evidently, they want you to wear a black shirt, khakis, tan khakis, so that the aprons that the workers use, or wear, I should say, stand out. Starbucks put new limits starting Monday on what the baristas can wear under their green aprons. Now, besides the black shirt and the khakis, they are allowed to wear blue denim pants. Before, baristas could wear a broader range of dark colors and patterned shirts. And Starbucks says the new rules would make the green aprons stand out and create a sense of familiarity for customers. Now, granted, people who work there at Starbucks don't get paid a lot. It would probably be considered like a starter job. The minimum wage that they start out is $15 an hour. Now, for $15 an hour, I think Starbucks should provide the black shirt and the apron. As for the pants, you could wear them any place else. And so I could understand if you bought them yourself. But if they require a certain shirt, a certain color shirt, a style of shirt, I think Starbucks should provide that. Now, in the past, places that I worked that did provide an employee with a shirt or like this with an apron, the cost was taken out of your paycheck, which you got back when you turned your, what they call your uniform, back in. But Starbucks Workers Unified, the union that represents the workers, at 10,000 company-owned U.S. stores said the dress code should be subject to collective bargaining. Since when does the employee bargain with your boss or the boss? Some of the employees in the union says that this is a restrictive new dress code. Now, supposedly, Starbucks said it would give 2 free black t-shirts to each employee when it announced the new dress code. So they're not going to charge them for the t-shirts, like in the past for me. We were charged and only got the money back when the uniform was turned in on your last day of work. And I think that's fine. All the years in different places that I worked, I found that restaurant work, it was good if they provided you with a uniform, because the clothing that you would wear after a while would start smelling like grease, cooking oil, food, and the smell just would not come out after, maybe a year, 2 years, whatever. I mean, you got that uniform that you're wearing every day to work. Would you want to wear something nice to work that you bought and paid for, end up having a smell that won't come out? Evidently on Wednesday, the union said that a total of 1,000 workers had staged walkouts at 75 U.S. stores, and that it is having a limited impact on company operations. I don't know. With the economy the way it is, I think people are lucky to have a job. $15 an hour is not a lot of pay. Yeah, you would have to have a second income or have a roommate that you're living with to help pay the bills. I see nothing wrong in having a uniform, a dress code for where you work. I mean, they are the boss. They are the one that started the business. They are the one that signs your paycheck. I remember one time I went to McDonald's and there was this fellow working there. I swear he looked like a clown. I never went back again. He was polite, he was courteous, but I was there to get food, and if he was dressed like a clown, had the hair and the makeup and the nails, it's like, okay, this kind of took away from my experience of enjoying my food. I don't go to McDonald's anymore. Haven't been there in years because they raised the prices so high. But if you're representing a company that you work for, I think you have to follow the rules. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.